Hello and welcome to the Bellicose Nation, folks. Today we've got a rather sad story we're going to cover here, and of course it's about the murder-suicide that has left 2 people dead and their child an orphan. Of course, I'm speaking about the murder-suicide tragedy of Cassandra Perkins and her boyfriend Javon Belcher, an NFL linebacker with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Belcher, 25, who appeared to have achieved all his dreams, professionally and personally, has shot and killed his girlfriend, Cassandra Michelle Perkins, 22, and then going to the Chiefs practice stadium facility at Arrowhead Stadium and fatally turning the gun on himself as team personnel pleaded with him to stop. Now, I'll give more details in a minute, but I find it ironic that just before Thanksgiving, Javon Belcher spoke in an interview about how grateful he was for his family and friends and the Kansas City Chiefs coaches and those who had helped an undrafted free agent linebacker from Maine become an NFL starter. This is what he said. First and foremost, God, family, and friends just keep me focused. Coaches and just everybody. Belcher said this in an interview on November 21st. And then according to police, Belcher and Perkins, parents of a 3-month-old daughter, got into an argument around 7 a.m. Saturday in their home in Kansas City. At about 7:50, Belcher shot Perkins multiple times. The victim was taken to a hospital where she was pronounced, of course, dead. Now, police said Belcher's mother, who was visiting the couple and their new baby, witnessed the shooting and is being interviewed by police. A neighbor, he said he was stunned by the tragedy. There has never been any issues in the past. Now, Belcher, he left the scene and he went to the Chiefs headquarters, police said, encountering the general manager, the head coach, and other team personnel at the Arrowhead Stadium facility. Police were summoned to the stadiums at about 8:10. It was there, police said, that the Chiefs personnel worked to keep Belcher from killing himself, but to no avail. As police arrived, they heard a gunshot. The coaches said he never threatened them. They just talked for a little bit. Belcher thanked them for all they had done for him. And then, of course, when the police pulled up, he killed himself. Now, Belcher was regarded as a hard-working player, an overachiever from Long Island, and he had earned $1.927 million in a base salary from the NFL as a starter in 2012. Now, oddly enough, he had graduated from the University of Maine in December 2008 with a bachelor's degree. And guess what it was in? Child development and family relations. How many times have we heard education is the answer to most of our social problems? And here we have a college graduate with a degree in family relations. Jeez. Now, from all reports that I'm aware of, Belcher was a hardworking athlete with no prior history or run-ins with the law. He doesn't even sport any gangsta tattoos that I can see, and I'll bet no one saw this coming. So what would make a 25-year-old millionaire shoot down his girlfriend right in front of her mother with multiple shots? I would suspect it's a lack of self-control when his emotions were charged. Afterwards, realizing what he had done, why go to the stadium of all places? Again, I'll speculate. Those were the only people he had a relationship within that town. And as the moments passed after the incident, and as he confessed to them what he had done, and that reality sunk in farther and farther, his remorse and again emotions guided his next act, which was to thank those who had taken the chance on him, and then to end his life right in front of them. Jeez. Now, the fact that he let the witness to this crime live, her mother, and instead of trying to run, he instead chose to punish himself, says something. I'll let others determine what. But I must say, these types of people like this are really the most dangerous to be involved with in your life. I mean, when you're involved with a violent, badass guy, you know what's coming when he's pissed off. And you can take precautions, take actions. With these type of people who lack, I don't know, I guess the mental capacity to have self-control, this is what can happen. And I'll bet you if no gun were present, he may have beat her to death with a lamp. Now, I ask you, how does a mother go on in life with the memory of watching her daughter get shot down right before her eyes? I can tell you, it is not comprehensible, at least to me. And of course, the other direct victim here is the child who was brought into this world through a relationship which was not even committed or stable enough to have the benefit of marriage. And now that baby is left with little more than a trust fund. Now, I want to thank you for joining us here today, and I would ask you to pray for the families of those damaged by this event. And you're listening to the Bellicose Nation.